Alright guys, ICC Cup Fits back for another Brood War cast for you. It will be game number 6 between Team All Kill Kings versus SK Telecom Team 3. As we, if you guys are just tuning into this this series, SK Telecom Team 3 or SKT3 actually has won three of the last 5 games, which means Team All Kill Kings has 2 games. So game number 6 is going to have to decide if Team All Kill Kings is actually going to be able to make or break this series. And without further ado, this is from D-Rank Team League. Now, competing for Team All Kill Kings or TAKK team, it will be Dewski, our brown Terran, spawning in the top right-hand corner of Fighting Spirit, who's going to be averaging 227 and maxing at 409. Spawning in the top left, we're going to be seeing our yellow Zerg, Panix, who's going to be competing for SK Telecom Team 3. So I'll be interested in how this goes. Fighting Spirit, all pretty generic map. Your main is pretty big, and your natural's on the low ground, and you have a pretty easily secure third. You'll see a lot of times Terrans will 3-base on this map, as it is so easy to secure. So we're going to just have to see how both players are coming up. I hope you guys are enjoying the new layout. I am using a new video editor now. I'm still trying to figure out the whole tinks of it, unless I go back to my old video editor, so there might be a little hiccups with the little panel over here that you're probably seeing. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully it looks a little more better clean interface than we normally see, and pretty much how it's, that's how it's going to go down for right now. We used to use Power Director, now we're using Sony Vegas, so pretty good stuff there. Did spend a couple bucks on that little program there. I'm still learning it. My friend is looking to get me his copy of Adobe Premiere or some Adobe really expensive program that he apparently bought. So, but we're going to be seeing a barracks opening. I mean, I don't think this is going to be anything. If this isn't going to be this isn't going to be a ZV, this isn't going to be a TVP, so we're not going to be seeing a super early gas. We're probably going to be seeing maybe 1 or 2 barracks going down, just to, you know, deal with some, because Tyron wants to go more of a buy route this game, but it looks like he's going to want to do a fast expand, maybe, because he is floating a little high in the middle count right now. It definitely looks like he's going to be doing a 1-rax expand. Zerg will be doing their standard schmans. I haven't seen a TVZ in a while, so I'm a little rusty on exactly what their builds are going to be, but still no gas. But it looks like he's going to be going 2-base, 3 hatch, either Muta or a Hydra, depending on what he wants to go. But I know you tend to go. And that looks like this expand will be coming up for Dewski here, and I think Dewski might be smurfing right now just due to his APM. It's kind of ridiculous. I mean, maxing at, you know, 409, just absolutely freaking ridiculous here. It just seems a little odd. But I know just generically sometimes a 2-base, 3-base play will tend to go can either go Muta. We're probably going to be seeing Muta Ling coming out of the Zerg. It just tends to be the right composition. And then into Lurker a little later, but depending on how that goes out. So I hope you guys are enjoying these casts. I'm trying to make them as entertaining as possible. I'm trying to fix myself from doing the ums and the ahs. I'm trying my best not to catch myself by doing that. So, we're going to be seeing a supply depot coming down for the Terra. I mean, nothing really too special right now. We're just going to be seeing sunken colonies for defensive purposes. And spawning pool, I believe these are going to be a couple links just to get that map control, because that's what he kind of wants to have right now. Also, looks like Zerg, nope, it doesn't look like he's going to be taking that expand, but we should be seeing some maybe early aggression, depending if he's going to want to drone up hard. We see, though, in the ZVP, in the ZVT kind of side of things, we're seeing this kind of build where you get this other hatchery here. Now, it's just interesting because now, I mean, in ZVP, you're going to be seeing that base come down to a risky third. So I'm wondering why they don't tend to do this just in ZVT just generally anyway, just because this is much safer route. They can drone up much harder on 2-base until they feel comfortable onto their 3rd base. But regardless, it looks like he's going to try to gum him up in here. But again, I believe the basic rule still applies here for against Terran. You want to be if you're any other race, you want to be 1 more base ahead than your opponent. If just not a general rule anyway, because you want to have a macro advantage. Academy is coming down, so I would be surprised if we got to be seeing, you know, 3 or 4 more barracks being put down. You normally see around 5 off of 2-base, maybe even 6, and then we'll be have to be seeing if we're going to be putting down factories. But Academy takes so long to build and doesn't really have that much HP. So we're going to be also being an Extractor coming down as well. So he's going to be getting a second gas. We're going to be seeing a Hydra Den before then. I don't think he's going to be going 2-base, 3-base Hatch. That just doesn't seem to be super effective against Terran, just because they're going down this Bio route. Bio does pretty effective against Hydra, just because they can stim and then nom way their way through it. There's a lot more numbers. There's a lot smaller, so they can get a lot more, just do more damage in general, and their attack speed, I believe, is faster with that stim as well. So putting that in perspective, I mean, Bio is just gosh darn good against Zerg in general. And, you know, I'm surprised that we don't see it as much in ZVP as much. It's just, I mean, generally because of the Storm and etc. But, you know, Zerg kind of has the equivalent with the Plague with the Defiler out, but we're going to be seeing a Factory coming down. You know, he might want to go, it looks like he's going to be pushing out with only one Firebat. I preferably like to go, you know, 1 or 2, I mean, two or three more Firebats, just because the Lings do so much damage in my microing for the stim pack on the Marine pack. It just doesn't do too much damage. But as you can see, I mean, when you get these numbers up, I mean, a Ling will fall pretty quickly, especially with stim going to be coming up. Will we be having fast Lurker tech, which is what we will have in my my memory of ZVT is actually starting to come up pretty efficiently now. We're going to be seeing Ling, Lurker, Muta, Defiler most time. You're going to be seeing Muta kind of come in. You know, depending on the scenario of the game, sometimes you'll be seeing a quick Muta play. Just try to get that super fast, harass going on just because sometimes it pushes back the Terran, but now the Terran's like in a more aggressive standpoint. It looks like he's going to be pushing out here. We'll take a while for him to go around the space. It looks like he's going to go down. Nope. I thought he was going to go down here to look for an expand, but it looks like he might just be putting that down right now. He doesn't have enough minerals for it quite yet. Now, does the Zerg know? He must know where he is. I don't know what the point of the Overlord is here. Probably going to try to get a better position here. Still only 2 factors. Going to be getting tanks pretty early on. Getting +1 armor. Does he already have +1? No, he doesn't. But now this is where the build kind of I've seen players go both, where they go get put down like 3 more barracks. You might see some early factory play with this tank, but you don't normally see a lot of it looks like right when I'm saying this though, it looks like he's going to be getting in a couple meter here. Lurkers here, but we'll be able to snipe this out. That'll be a little nice victory for him, and the Lings are going to be in here. They should be able to clean up this bio army. And I think Zerg is looking pretty strong here. 45 supply to 55, so Terran's not looking too good from that engagement. We'll have a couple bunkers up though, thankfully. But like I was saying earlier, sometimes you'll see Terran put down a couple more barracks before they factor down. Sometimes they do a 5 racks instead of just a 2 racks. So he's definitely not going all in with this push at all. He's also getting the starport. I wouldn't be see science facilities going down to get that science facility tech or science vessels tech up. So he is teching pretty fast. Depending, you know, again, this is really going to be depending on your playstyle. Do they want to go super on late game tier, which is very effective, especially I mean, you kind of have to do this though in response to the Lurkers. If your control's not too good, I mean, remember this is D-ring, so you're not going to be seeing a lot of flash micro. You're not going to be seeing a lot of that. But surprise, I mean, even with this massive micro, sometimes he might be just spamming up the a-hole here, and just, you know, that's why he's averaging 227 this game. I mean, compared to Panix, he's 146 and Max and 241. Both players at a pretty high APM level. I mean, definitely we're going to say that the Terran is going to be ahead in this game, which might give him a slightly bigger edge, but you're going to need that for Bio, because you're going to have to be doing these multi-prong attacks right here. Sorry, I just ate some water because I'm so thirsty. There are a couple packs of Lings around, some defensive Lurkers as well. I don't think the Zerg or Panix is going for any upgrades. No, I take that back. He is getting +1 Carapace. And I think I just saw some more upgrades coming from the Hydra Den. No, he is not. Never mind. Finally getting the Spire down. Putting it down another Evo chamber. Looks like he's going to want to go for double upgrades here. And I can't say that's not a bad move by his part. He will have 2 defensive Lurkers in here. It's definitely hard to push up here with a Bioforce right here. Might be getting a couple of drone kills here, though. That's going to be kind of nice for a little victory for Dewski right here. Going to be running in there. Going to be realizing there's at least a Lurker or 2 in there, but he will have a couple tanks up here, so his tank numbers aren't huge, but you don't see them that huge. Ooh, dropship play. You don't normally see that often. at least I haven't seen. I mean, obviously in the Pro League, you're going to be seeing that a lot, but since it's so micro-intensive. But he will have a silence wrestle. He will be stimming his way up here. One lurker will go, two will go down. He's going to stim out of there, and it looks like he might just be able to try to poke away with the tanks right there. The two lurkers have gone down. Lings are going to be trying to engage this on move commando, but look at how fast he's going to melt away. You have to be careful. He's going to be sieging his own army, though. Very nicely done by Dewski right here. It looks like he's just going to be going for it at this point. You know, there's the 4 barracks. Nothing coming out except for a couple of vultures. Not really necessary at this point. Just because bio tends to be your more harassing unit. Because you just get the drop ships in, you do more drops, you do multi-prong drops, and it's always nice because you can stim and kill everything. Gonna try to be getting in more range against this, but he's gonna come down to it. Will he be able to get his bioforce in for one tank will fall in position here. One lurker will fall, 2 lurkers will fall, and the tanks are pretty much being left untouched. 5 lurkers done, and I don't think I'm not sure if this really has anything. 49 supply to 79. So we're gonna have to see. 3 more lurkers are just popped from their eggs. Dropship still not being utilized, and Terran's still yet to take his expand. Zerg is also finally getting his 3rd gas up. Will he have Defiler attack up? That might save him the situation here. Finally getting Hive Tech just starting, so he's not in the best position here, and he's not going to have Dark Storm for this. And this is one of the benefits to going super fast tech right here, is they're going to have these tanks out with a lot earlier, but he's going to be going here with the lurkers. Will it be enough though? 1 lurker will fall out of the 3. 2 lurkers fall. Now will this be enough? I don't think it will. And look at all that red blood over there. I don't think that's even one dead marine body over there, and it looks like it's just going to be showing away at the second colony wall, and once that second colony wall is dead, it's going to be just free reign for the marines to go in there and just rain terror completely across the mineral lines and all the tech buildings pretty much. I'm surprised he's still trying to go Hive. I just don't know where his complete army is, and it looks like GG from Panix, and you know, I had a feeling Dewski was going to win this game. I think that's kind of Team All Kings, you know, ace player, or, you know, whatever. He might be smurfing, he may not. So Team All Kings has actually got got themselves back in this, actually, surprisingly. So Game 6 will go to Team All Kings, which means then now this last game, XP's Artanis versus Psionic Griever is gonna be a pretty interesting match. I think I know both of these players. I know Artanis more personally. I did a co-cast with him a while back. However, Psionic Griever, I just know from his casting, he's a nice little caster. He does a lot of POV, person of view, or POV is what it's shortened for, but first person POV's point of view. So video, so that's really great for him. So I'll be interested. Psionic Griever played very well in his game number 3 versus Arya, Walk's Arya, and ultimately won that game on Jade. So I don't know actually what the map is called, because it wasn't on the thread, so it's gonna have to come down to that. I wonder what the map is going to be, and that is going to become dependent on that, and that will conclude week number 5's Team All Kings versus SK Telecom's Team 3. So I'll talk about more about this shortly, because game number 7 is going to be right away, guys. All right, have a nice night. Peace.